what you got now, go now, get on. Then they don't see me coming, ooh, but now I'm running the show. It's so crazy, we're leading, gotta get it where you fit in the show. Everybody's got a little short girl, you know. Show me what you got now, go, go, get on. Never see me coming, ooh, but now I'm running the show. Gentlemen, call, pick me up and I'm ready to go. Everybody's got a little short girl, you know. Show me what you got now, go, go, get on. Never see me coming, ooh, but now I'm running the show. Gentlemen, call, pick me up and I'm ready to go. Come on, come on, let's go. 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 Come on, let's
Sometimes we're looking for the more, but we just don't know what the more is. And then we come to play with me. 3 words, like me, play, toys, fun, games, cheekiness, with, intimacy, connection, relationships, and finally me. It starts with self, and that is something that Play With Me stands for. Play With Me is a place where you have an experience of all of those things. One complete cycle. You're welcome to pop in at our shop at the Gantry in Fourways, or find us at www.playwithme.co.za. If you're looking for that more, please get in touch.
You are my guilty pleasure.
it feels so good. The secret under lock and key, give it to me. Oh, you are my guilty pleasure.
Do something different this Valentine's month. Join us for a beautiful, fun and deeply nourishing sacred intimacy couples retreat on the South Coast, KZN. From the 23rd to the 25th of February, wake to the sound of the sea, renew your connection, relax in bliss body massage and reconnect with your love. Go to www.blissandrelaxation.com for more info.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent or that of the program, its presenters, hosts, directors, or other team members.
This show is intended for audiences aged 23 and older. This production and its digital copies contain content of an adult nature. If you are easily offended or are under the age of 18, this show is not intended for you. The posts, pages, and recordings within are intended for adults only and may include descriptions of scenes of sexual content, suggestive opinions, detailed discussions, and graphic topics. Listener discretion is advised.
Passionate pollies and sultry swingers, it's time for Lola's Lifestyle Lectures on your favorite seduction station, Lust FM, for the lustful listeners.
Good evening, lustful listeners. I hope that lots of you have had a fantastic Saturday. And, well, I hope you guys are in good spirits because we've got something special for you guys this evening. Yes, that's if our guest can come back on air and join us because Lola is slightly stressed. I won't even lie. Jesus. Good evening, lustful listeners. Welcome to Lesson 7 in Semester 1 of Lola's Lifestyle Lectureships. This evening, your Lola Blakely production moderators are Jaded Mel, Zane, Black Dragon as production manager, and Medusa 78. If you guys see them in the chat, say hi. They're here to protect us. They're here to protect you. I mean, sex is a sacred space, so let's keep it safe, right? Let me start off by mentioning the endorsement site, Lola's favourite friends at the Council of Fantasy. The Council of Fantasy is a lifestyle-orientated community, and they cater for BDSM. I mean, I'm going to cane the shit out of Bunny as soon as I see her. Let me just tell you guys, Kinky Bunny is really aiming for a caning this evening from Lola. Like, honey, let me warn you. You're in for it, okay? I'll tell the lustful listeners what she's gone and done now. But before we get to that, let me finish off with the COF. Lola's favourite friends at the Council of Fantasy, lifestyle-orientated community, catering for lifestylers, BDSM, and everybody that somewhat in between. If you can't keep your guests in check, Miss Bunny, I'm kicking the lot out of you off the show, let me tell you. So Miss Bunny is having a girl party apparently at her residence this evening. It would so seem. Miss Bunny, care to tell Lola what's going on there and why I'm not invited?
Miss Lola, you know the invite is always open to you, but I have the lovely Azure Inferno next to me on my left. I have the lovely Miss Muff, and I have the Vixen on fire above me. Don't worry, but I'm looking at, behind my screen, looking at you. I'm looking at the Black Dragon.
With my arms folded in disgust because I'm not there. This is what you're looking at.
Anything that involves me, you're always invited. You know, Miss Lola.
Listen, it would have been nice if I had known there was a party. I'm just saying, like, it would have been great. Let me just quickly, hold on, there's a voice note. Not that I can listen to it on air, but let's listen to it on air because this is my guest. There's errors. Apparently our guest has errors this evening. Let's reply to the guest on air, shall we? Let's do it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to send you a new link to log in to the podcast. We're live at the moment and I'm just about to introduce you. So let me send you a new link. And that's this is going live, right? We can't always manage the technical difficulties. I mean, they can be the most amounts of hard work or it can be the easiest episode ever. This just happens that unfortunately our guest for this evening happens to be in an area where they've got very poor signal. Like, I don't know if I'm going to do it justice. Like, we've got a lot of technical issues and I'm going, but you know, the problem is we all love ZNights and we all know the websites. We don't know where it came from or how we can use it. A lot of people don't know how we can use it. So we really need to get her on air this evening so that she can tell us where she started and how she started and how she came about making and creating this amazing website. But I'm not going to bore you guys with the details because I don't know half of it. This is why I've got guests, right? Let me ask Miss Bunny while we wait.
Yeah,
Miss Bunny?
badly.
Hello, Miss Lola.
No, there's no Bunny either.
Hello, Miss Lola.
There we go, and Bev is back. Good evening, Bev. Welcome back. You are back and I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Unfortunately, we seem to have connection problems this side. We had to reboot the router, and I rebooted my phone, and then rebooted everything else. And hopefully, we'll stay alive.
I'm
Hello.
sure we can make it work. Yes, I can hear you perfectly. Looks like there's a slight delay, so let's be patient. If it's going to be like phoning across the world, and there's
Miss Lola, I believe that the delays might be on your side because even our video is lagging. I mean, you're looking as hot as hell.
let me see my side.
I'm hoping I can see that.
Okay,
Damn it.
let's fix that. Okay, how's that? Better.
Much better, Miss Lola.
See,
You
just a
can
click. I mean, a click of a button. There we go. Good evening, Bev. Can you hear us better now?
Yes, I can. You're not cutting
Hallelujah.
anymore.
There we go. I'm so happy to hear this.
Everything to death.
Okay, so this evening, Lola and KB chat to the co-founder of ZNights, a site that has combined social events, parties, and workshops for all walks of life, including swingers and all other like-minded individuals. ZNights is a quality South African community of unique, fantastic, fun, and people who just enjoy life to the fullest, who are into casual dating, social networking, and open relationships, and alternative lifestyles, right? With an extensive amount of social platforms for swingers to connect on, ZNights makes finding quality connections easy, affordable, and accessible. Bev, good evening and thank you and welcome and thank you for joining us this evening. We really appreciate it. I know you've got the most amounts of technical difficulties on your side. Apparently Lola has technical difficulties too, but we're going to power on through this and everything's going to be fine.
Thank you for having us. I hope you can hear me clearly.
I can, perfectly clear.
Yeah, I just think you were too hot for the microphone. It just went. Pum.
Listen to you. I mean, how nice are you?
I mean, isn't
How
Miss
nice are you?
Lola just looking so gorgeous tonight, right?
I mean, let's not even tell the listeners.
Like all the dudes says, what are you wearing?
I'm actually dressed very, very plain and simple this evening. I've got like a sports bra on and a loose fitting spaghetti strap. I mean, my hair's pulled back. I've got everybody knows I always wear like tights. That's my thing. So I haven't even dressed up. But Miss Mal is sitting here topless. I mean, she's presenting topless this evening. This is apparently a jam.
Okay,
it's a whole vibe.
really do need to take a picture of that, hey? If you haven't,
I will allow Miss Lola to take a screenshot and send it to you.
Yeah, no, the swingers used to say, if I don't see a picture, it never happened.
It never happened. Well, Bev, you are here this evening to tell us more about ZNights and how you came about, what sparked this brainchild of yours. I mean, there's other sites as well, but none quite like yours. Yours absolutely involves and combines and almost like amalgamates everything for any person in all walks of life to one site. And nowhere else do we get workshops and event space and shops, toy shops that have specials on. You have really combined everything. What sparked this brainchild of yours?
You want an honest answer or the marketing answer?
Give me both.
The honest answer was we were too damn lazy to go to a club, a pub, or anything to pick up friends, so we decided to do it on the internet.
That's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then obviously just grew from there.
Yeah. No, but we did it in the time when there was only Contact Magazine and Sexco's Josephine's. So that was the only one. And the other site where people played was adultfriendfinder.com. And that was it. There was no other sites. There was nothing. It was like, and everyone's like, yeah, but you're reinventing the wheel. We've got Josephine's. I said, yeah, but I don't want just personals. I want a community. I want a group of people that, if I want to talk shit, then I can talk shit to them, and I can talk adult and not have people go, oh my God, what are you saying? No.
I mean,
So my thing
from
was to have a community where anyone could just join and be themselves.
from my side, I know of very, very, very factual reasons and stories behind ZNights. They one of the most experiential sites available for any kinds of events and parties and things happening. But they also only work with people that are real. There's no hacking. There's no, shall I say, people that are putting on a sideline site of people who they exist on. It's real people that they work with. I mean, they've been working with me for the last, I don't know how long. They've even posted our events, and I wasn't even a full-on member for the last 6 months. They really work with real people, and they do connect with real people.
So I've taken a look at obviously ZNights. I promote it openly. I think it's a great site, and I don't just promote any site just for promoting it. Right, I really do my homework, and what I really come to love about ZNights is the fact that it doesn't only share stuff for swingers. Right, I mean you guys share stuff for singles wanting to mingle, speed dating. How did you evolve into something that incorporate all walks of life?
Yeah, that's a long story. When we started, the whole idea was to have a community website that embraced everything. And in the years as swingers or swinging became popular, it sort of got taken over by the swingers. But we've basically now recently started shaping it back to an actual community where it's not just swingers, it's everyone else. And also with the lifestyle at the moment, people are fluid. You might be curious about swinging today, but tomorrow you found out there's something, I can get spanked. This is much nicer. So I want to see BDSM. So I don't want a just swinging. I want a place where if I want to walk around naked, I would know, oh, I can go to there, and there. Or if I'm a single, fit in. So we try to embrace everything. Over the years, I've basically tried to connect with anyone that I think that our adult community would really enjoy being part of. So I've spoken to a lot of people and I asked their permission, and then I stick their things onto ZNights, and it's grown. I mean, this week was probably the most I've had on, and over 60 odd clubs on it. It gets quite long to go through all of that every week to make sure if we were up to date, but it's grown, and I really, it's so exciting.
How long have you had ZNights? How long have you been running ZNights?
This year, in August, 20 years.
Wow, that's amazing. That's absolutely phenomenal.
It's not as huge as other sites because if you've joined the site and you didn't bother to complete your profile in, I think, 30 days, it gets deleted. Our site is incredibly curated. I mean, there is so many people that take a chance. I don't know if I should mention them, but what we do is we see it and we delete them. They don't get to put a foot in the community at all. It's got to a point now where I actually get clubs getting hold of me and saying, do you know this person? And I'd say, okay, that's a validated person. Oh, that's so awesome. And they're happy. So, there's the protection of our members, but also being a woman, I want to be on a site where I feel safe. And I try very hard to do that with ZNights. And quite a few of the women I know I shouldn't say this because Russell spanked me, is that I give them free memberships. They can have fun. They can connect to people because we know life is not easy and it's hard, and I don't want ZNights to be part of that. I want it to be a place where you can go and say, well, fuck it, I'm going to relax now.
KB?
Um, it's so lovely to hear that from you, Mrs. ZNights. I don't want to give you your full name because I don't know if
No,
I
you
have
can,
permission.
call me Bev, it's cool.
Okay. I come from the kinky side, so I've always got respect where it comes to respect. I'm being a woman in business and a woman who does run workshops with somebody you do actually work with. You don't know who I am from a personal perspective. You work with two people in my life personally, that I'm aware of, and both of them speak of me very highly. And I'm so positive about the fact that we are women in business and we work together as women in business. It's just, I mean, Miss Lola is one of the strongest women I know, and it's just like, it's amazing to hear how you support us as women. And I just have to congratulate you on that. It's just amazing.
Oh,
So, Bev, tell me more about. I see there's something that you regularly post on ZNights, and that is, I think it's a toy shop in Cape Town. Allure,
Allure.
allure. There we go. What is
She is.
the affiliation with him?
Well, we have have some people that actually do pay advertising, and Allure's
Okay.
one of them. And
Great.
we know you have to make money on the side, But
Of
she is
course.
an absolutely awesome woman. She is like rated right on top there for me. Beautiful woman, running a business, and she's just like also hands on. No, she's really, really nice.
That's great. Also, you promote a lot of workshops. I see. One of the guests that we had on Kinky Classes, not this past week, the week before that, was Hauser. Hauser. I see his events are constantly posted there. I mean, you have absolutely connected the whole community in a sense that nobody's done before. Because I mean, you can find Carmen there from Play With Me. Lola's there. There's everybody and who's anybody. All of their events and all of their workshops and all of their endeavors gets posted on your sites. Why did you decide to incorporate, other facets as opposed to only sticking to meet and greets and event spaces?
Because people like different things. Some people like events, some like workshops, some like going to clubs, and the workshops and things is an added facet to the naughty lifestyle, basically. For Hauser, strangely enough, I was approached and asked, please, can you support local? And I said yes. So when someone asks me to, please, can you do this, and they ask nicely, then I'll help.
I love that you
As
support
much as I
local because
can.
you have really supported local.
She inadvertently supports me, but she doesn't even know who I am.
No, I don't. But I think you're part of COF
The
or
CIF,
Play
yes,
With
that's
Me,
Kinky.
or
Yeah, that's it.
yeah,
That's
I'm
Kinky Bunny,
also
my
part
co-host.
of
Kinky
I'm also
Bunny.
Uh,
part
Yes,
of
yes, yes.
Play With Me. I host the Play With Me rope workshops and all the other kinky workshops.
That's it. Yeah, she's
It's nice
also a
to meet
co-founder of
you.
the COF. There we go. She's
Yeah.
joining us remotely this evening. You missed her intro because you were actually cut off there. You missed her intro. She's co-founder. It's my co-host for Lola's Lifestyle Lectureship. She's co-host for the show, and she is co-founder. That's actually what I wanted to say. Co-founder of the COF. So, listeners, this evening you are joining Lola and KB as we have a chat to Bev, the mastermind behind ZNights. Everybody knows them. Everybody has seen their emblem everywhere. I mean, they're a popular community. We want to know what drove them, and we want to thank them for allowing us this website and building this website for us so that we can get affiliated with what is going on in our community, and also how to use it. So let's talk more about how to use the website and how to sign up and how to become a full member. More on that when we come back from this commercial break. Short commercial break. I mean, we're going to keep it to 10 minutes because our guest this evening doesn't have great signal, neither do we. So it's going to be a quickie this evening, but we are going to be sure to bring you guys the most amount of information. Bev, thank you so much for joining us. Let's go to a quick commercial break. More on the site and how to navigate it when we come back.
Everybody's got a little short girl in 'em. Come on, girl, show me what you got now. Go now, get 'em. They never see me coming, ooh, but now I'm running the show. It's so crazy, but we really gotta get it where you fit in the show. Come on, let's go. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Everybody's got a little short girl in 'em. Show me what you got now, go girl, get 'em. Never see me coming, ooh, but now I'm running the show. Gentlemen, calls pick me up and I'm ready to go. Come on, let's 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 go. Everybody's got a little short girl in 'em. Come on, girl, show me what you got now. Go now, get 'em. They never see me coming, ooh, but now I'm running the show. It's so crazy, but we really gotta get it where you fit in the show. Everybody's got a little short girl in 'em. Show me what you got now. Go, girl, get 'em. Never see me coming, ooh, but now I'm running the show. Gentlemen, calls pick me up and I'm ready to go. Everybody's got a little short girl in 'em. Show me what you got
Sometimes we're looking for the more, but we just don't know what the more is. And then we come to play with me. 3 words, like me. Play, toys, fun, games, cheekiness, with, intimacy, connection, relationships, and finally me. It starts with self, and that is something that Play With Me stands for. Play With Me is a place where you have an experience of all of those things. One complete cycle. You're welcome to pop in at our shop at the Gantry in Fourways, or find us at www.playwithme.co.za. If you're looking for that more, please get in touch.
delivered in reverse. Why does it feel so good? The secret under lock and key, give it to me. Oh, you are my guilty pleasure.
Good evening, Lustfuls, and welcome back after the short commercial break. I mean, we also don't want to break for too long because we do have an infamous guest this evening, which we've been wanting to have on the show for the longest time. And finally, she has had a little bit of time on her hands to come and join us and tell us a little bit more about the little site called ZNights, something amazing that's been gifted to humanity. This evening, your Lola Blakey production moderators are Jaded Mal, Zane, Black Dragon as production manager, and Medusa78. We are in lesson 7 of semester 1 of Lola's lifestyle lectureships. And tonight, Lola and KB chat to the co-founder of ZNights, a site that has combined social, socials, events, parties, workshops for all walks of life, including swingers and all other like-minded individuals. ZNights is a quality South African community of unique, fantastic fun people who enjoy life to the fullest, who are into casual dating, social networking, open relationships, and alternative lifestyle. With an extensive amount of social platforms for swingers to connect, ZNight makes finding quality connections easy, affordable, and accessible. Tell us, Bev, how do we access this community? So the lustful listeners are now listening to Lola's lifestyle lectureships, and they hear about this site called ZNights. How do they get to ZNights? I know the moderators are now sharing it on the app. Thank you very much, mods, for that. But how did the
Thank you.
listeners re-listening to the episode, or that have downloaded that missed the live airing? How do they connect with ZNights?
Sorry, my voice. Give me a second.
That's fine.
Sorry about that. No, basically they can go to the website and then join and then complete their profile. And then from there, it will get moderated, and then up and away you play.
And
Easy
what is
peasy.
your website? What is the website address?
www.ZNights.com, and it's ZNights.com. All one word.
I mean, that's easy enough. So for all of you guys that have missed missed www.znights.com, you guys can always head over to Lola's website, and that is www.lelustfm.live. Go down to the production partner program and click on the ZNights emblem. You can't miss it. It's a big purple emblem with a white Z that goes through it. Also, you guys are very active on social media, right? Right, Bev? Hello, Bev?
Sorry, I was drinking water and Russ is like,
It's it's fine. Get rid of the frog in your throat. This is live. I mean, this is live radio. You can't you can't help these things that they
well,
happen.
listen, I have to do this before we talk further. ZNights is not just mine. ZNights is a couple thing. It's Russ and it's I, or the two of us. It's a dream that we both did, and I've always for many years just teasingly said, I'm the pretty face, I make things pretty, and he's the man that makes my dreams come true.
That's so cute.
And he does, Bev goes, and I do a lot of research, and when we I would come back, that goes, is that what you want? Yeah, that's what I want. So I must please say Russ is my other half. So yeah, he's my, because then we both at the same age until I get my birthday.
Yes, so the co-founder of ZNights this evening.
He's very integral to the part. And also ZNights, actually, we used to run a website called Erotic Personals for a very long time. That was the most, this was the website to go to. Through a messy divorce, start, and over wine and friends and everything, we were laughing away, and we was like, what are we going to call our new community? And at that stage, and this is like yonks ago, there was a movie called Zebra Lounge, I think. It was a swingers thing, and it's sort of, oh, I like that. That sounds nice. It's like, it's like very South African zebra, and then we actually registered, but it was just so, actually the zebra dropped off, and it just became ZNights, and that's where the name stuck. And that, just to sort of give you a bit of history to it. Russ I met through a friend, and I was looking for a programmer to start this, and it was something I really, really wanted to do. I walked into his office, and well, put it this way, 2 weeks later we were dating, and we moved in, and we've been together since 1999.
Wow, that's a lifetime.
Wow.
That's a
And
lifetime.
he's the most awesome man. He takes all my shit.
I mean, he's a programmer. That's enough for me. We got to meet Mr. Rust. KB?
Yes, we need to
Oh,
meet this man.
he's
Okay, so
gorgeous.
Bev, I do have a question for you.
Yeah,
Obviously ZNights has got like a community that's built around it.
yeah.
But what are the benefits that your users can get from it?
In what way?
So I know for a fact that you advertise on Instagram because that's where I know you from.
Yeah,
But we know you've got a website and you've got your membership and all that runs from it.
yeah.
What other benefits from your website does a user get from it?
Uh, yeah, that's a bit odd for me to answer because the benefit is being part of an actual community, being introduced into new and wonderful, exciting things. Well, hopefully, in the next few months, meet and greets. Lola.
Yes, ma'am. I mean,
But
that's
no, one thing about ZNights is, most of the activity on the website, it happens offline. My biggest thing is to try and connect the right people to those that they are looking for. But being from Cape Town, a lot of our guys are always having parties in the background. They're always connecting and doing private parties, private meets. My biggest thing is to be able to give them the platform to achieve that. And then obviously the second big thing is to give them things that they can go and do and enjoy. My third thing, which we are going to really, really start adding to it, is an added platform to it where anything and everyone, adult, from businesses to clubs to services to photographers to you name it, anything that's adult related business wise, to allow them to actually go on there, add themselves, and advertise themselves. I know for a fact you would also agree it's getting harder to advertise on social media, and social media is, it's just like tonight, and one of my accounts got locked when X had that big purge a couple of year or so ago. I lost that account of 8,500. I still don't know why, because there was nothing explicit on it, and I never got it back. And it's social media for me is really a big source of hate. I hate social media. Yes, it's wonderful to connect with people, but as an adult person, to put yourself out there and say, "Hey, I'm here. Come and look at what I've got." It's getting harder and harder. Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, all those places, they just, as soon as they realize what you're doing, you get shadow banned. It's just easy peasy. And what I want to do with ZNights is get the platform to a point where we'll have an external place for people to come and add themselves, so that people can see, I make leather. I've got a dungeon. I've got, like Houtzer is doing a thing on the 31st of May. He can put his things up there. There won't be cost or anything to it. The only thing I want to do is get to a point where people like us can actually start living and making an income, and not, if I'm going to put this product that I've made on here, is my account going to get locked by tomorrow morning? And do I have an account tomorrow morning? I'm sort of trying desperately to find a way where we can, especially for local, to be supportive of everyone and anything. And ZNights used to, when we used to have all the meet and greets, the thing is to connect people, is to support people, to grow together, and that's my end thing I want to do.
I love that. So tell me, Bev, when I now go and I create my profile on ZNights, right? Can I load
Yeah.
photos on ZNights? And are there
Yes,
any
you can.
restrictions? Also, how easy is it to add a profile to ZNights? Are there a lot of questions? So for the listeners, obviously, I want to implore all of my listeners to head on over to ZNights, go and create a profile, and go and find out what all of this is about, because it's an absolute great community. It's something that Lola would advertise. So I mean, then it's worthwhile. So how easy
Oh,
is it
thank
to?
you.
I mean, you guys have really created something special here. It's an amalgamation of everything that I want at my fingertips. I don't have to go, and this is what, and I'm going to say this because this is why I've chosen ZNights for the segment. It's because I like comfortable, right? I like to live comfortable. Also, I like to have everything in one place. I don't want to go to Instagram to look for workshops, and to X to look for play partners, and to SH for to find the other people, and to to TikTok to find other people, and a toy store, go to the classifieds to find a toy store. I want to go to one place, and you guys make that easy because it's amalgamation, and it's a combination of everything lifestyle created. So for the guys that don't have profiles yet, how easy is it to create a profile?
Actually, very, very easy. We don't kill you with 5 million questions. You literally join, put the bare basics in, verify your email, and you can complete your profile to a point where you feel comfortable. But my big thing is the more you tell people about yourself, the more people will know about you. If you are going to say, I'm a male, 32, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I am horny, no one's going to look at it. They just don't have time for that. In today's thing, people are busy, and if they see something, it's like, swipe right, or what, swipe it, and there we go. We're going to look for something else. But if you make an effort of saying why you're there, who you are, people will read it and they'll see it. I don't do crass, and I do not do porn on ZNights, even though we allow people to put explicit pictures in, and that is in a section where the most members won't see until they actually want to go and see it. Our biggest thing is when you put pictures on, it has to be of you. It doesn't have to be your face. It could be your bum. It could be your boob. It could be you having a shower and your head's cut off. It doesn't matter. Think out of the box. And, this is one thing that, if you're coming to join and you stick a dick pic on, I'm going to delete your dick pic. That's as simple as that. If you come onto ZNights and your nickname is 9 inches, maybe L or whatever, I'm going to delete your profile because that is a waste of time.
Please tell me people don't do that.
I'm a woman. If I want to see a dick, I'll ask Russ for one. So, I don't want to see this. I mean, there is women that are hot wives and stags and those things and vixens, and that's awesome for them. They can do that and they can ask that privately. But on ZNights for me is, your first picture is your introduction. So make an effort. Don't go crass. Don't go hardcore. Make it classy. Make it essential. Make it a tease. That's what everyone loves. So the public albums are your own pictures. Then if you really want to show what you've done last night or whatever, and you're super excited, you can stick that into your explicit album. And if you want to hide your faces, you put that in your private album. The system on ZNights is very, very cool. If I see your profile, I like it. If you see my profile, you like me, we are friends. That's it. So I get access to your private. I get access to your private album. But 2 weeks later, the honeymoon's over, and I really don't like you. I go to your profile and I click the heart, and immediately you can no longer access my stuff. We've written the site in such a way that if someone does that, the one that loses the friendship doesn't get notifications, because that's caused a lot of problems over the years. So we just quietly click, clack, done, and move on. So that is basically with ZNights. But we are making huge changes to the normal profiles, where if someone joins and they don't want to give a lot of info, we take the bare necessities, but they must understand, if you've done that and you don't get any game, well, it's not my problem. It's you have to make an effort. It's like that old movie where they bowl the baseball bat in the middle of the field and they expect everyone to pitch because you bowled the. No, no one's going to pitch if you're not going to make an effort. It's as simple as that. What else can I say? I give awesome awards for profile pictures I really, really like.
I've seen
And
those.
with
I
that,
love that.
I give them free subscriptions, and I've got quite a few profiles that've never paid a subscription on ZNights because they just keep putting these gorgeous pictures up, So we featured that, and then we've got the photo contest. Where we give anything from 3 months to 30 days subscription. It's all part and parcel of just having fun. And, when COVID came in 2020, we froze all our prices and we put it right down because we felt, life is so hard. You don't need to have it any harder. So we froze our prices and we just left it like that. It ran a special for like 4 years nearly.
Wow. Miss
Which my program is, what Russ whispers is, it's going to end soon.
It's gonna end soon. So listen, Lustfuls, you guys better go sign up tonight, Jess. Yes.
Everybody better sign up tonight. So I've got a question, Bev.
Yes.
What are the protocols or the rules you follow to keep your members safe from like the riffraff that would possibly message people?
That's a good question.
Okay.
Here's a dick
that
pic.
is a-
What do you think of this kind of thing?
Look, we won't step in until someone has reported a profile. When someone reports a profile, we'll go and have a look, and if we feel, this is not cool, we will kick that profile off and ban their email address. As simple, very, very quick. I'm just thinking now.
I suppose that's
I've sort of
already
half
something,
forgotten-
right?
I've
Because if
I've sort of half forgotten the first question. I'm a bit nervous, so let me just breathe.
no, please, it's okay. You're doing great. This is a great episode.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
honestly, a great
The
episode.
thing is also, there's only a few moderators on ZNights, so Russ and I and a couple of others are very hands-on to reading the profiles. And after about doing this all these years, you immediately see, okay, that looks like an escort, that looks like trouble, that's a catfish. So we try to sort of stop them before they get their foot into the door. The kind of thing of that sort of happening is very, very rare. The one thing please, can I say this? I really want to say this. Dudes, when a beautiful woman sends you a hello, you are so hot, and she hasn't even seen a picture of you. And you look at a picture and she looks like this number 10, because this happens all over the platforms, not just in ZNights. And you start sending her dick pics. The chances are good she is going to blackmail you for money. Please don't do that.
I mean, also, it's the 21st century, people.
I know you guys get so excited when someone says, "Oh God, that's so good." No, please don't.
That's hilarious.
It seems something. It's something that seems to be growing, and what happens is those people, because you are impossibly excited about your dick and you don't think, you give them your WhatsApp number, you give them a telephone number, you give them your full names, you say this.
I mean, why don't you just give them your bank account number and your address, right? Come move into my house.
And the next moment, they find you on Facebook and they say, "Oh, look at all the family. I'm going to show them all your dick pics." Please, dudes, be careful. Just take a deep breath. If the business is like this, if it's too good to be true, it's really too good to be true. It's going to cause problems. So please be careful. And this goes for couples as well. Guys, if you are my thing is, if they are verified in ZNights, you can see they're verified. You can see who verified them, and you want to play and you want to show pictures. That's awesome, but then you use those mechanisms. If you see someone and they've been on the site for 2 years, or they new on the site and there's no validations, there no interactions, please don't send things that it's going to bite you in the ass later. That is my biggest concern. And when these people go and they go on all these WhatsApp groups and they go onto all these Facebook pages and they show everything, and I'm like looking and I think, oh, I hope this doesn't come to tears, because I come from with ZNights, I come from a point where privacy and discretion is the biggest thing, and sometimes people don't seem to realize how much they put themselves in danger, especially with everything being so connected with digital media.
I've got a question
that's my
from one
rant
of.
for the day.
I've got a question, and I'm glad you said that, because I mean this is something that we people don't really and often speak about, is internet security. I mean that's something that's very near and dear to me, and very very close to my heart. Maybe one day I'll share with the last little listeners what happened to Lola. But I've got another question from one of our moderators actually. Does ZNights have an app planned for the future?
No, not really. We changed the site over the years to fit in with cell phones, but the smartphones and things are now so awesome that if you turn landscape, you can do ZNights perfectly. But ZNights in the portrait mode on a cell phone works just as good. Apps are it's just a pain in the ass to do, and
Absolutely.
no,
Look,
we're not going to ever
Lola created her profile on my phone, and I update and I post the events and I post all of the lessons for all three of the shows on my phone. So I mean, if I can do it, you
Yeah,
guys can do it too.
the big thing is to be able to load the pages within seconds, be able to navigate as easy as possible, and that's one of the big things that we've done with ZNights, is that no matter what device you use, you should be able to do it very easily.
KB, any last questions from you before we end the show?
If I may just go back to your previous topic, on the safety side of things. So, from what I would understand is you're giving the users some very good, and I understand it as standard rules for engagement on any form of social media site to do with lifestyle. What I do want to ask is, do you have any guidelines as to anybody who's meeting anybody on a social media site like ZNights for their extracurricular activities like BDSM or swinging or cheating or whatever it is that they're interested in? I mean, we don't we have
We don't
obviously
promote
our
cheating, no.
lineup of what we accommodate for in terms of Lola's lessons and the lustful lessons and the kinky classes and that type of thing. But what kinds of guidelines can you give for people meeting on a social media platform?
Yeah, my big thing is just use your common sense and
Amen.
listen to your gut. And listen to your gut. If your gut says it's true, then just don't. So basically, my thing is be always aware that people aren't exactly what they are. Most people, but you do get really, really nice people. I have to say that. But don't give out your pictures. Don't give out your telephone, your contact numbers, your Gmail account that says your first name and your second name and surname on Gmail. It is very easy for me to take a Gmail account and go and search for that person on Facebook. And 9 out of 10, I actually do find you. So, so just always be aware, and especially when you've got children, you don't want to go down that road. Always be aware that whatever you do will impact even them. And I mean, I've
There you
had
go.
an occasion. I'm in Cape Town. It's very, very nice. Everyone's always respected my privacy. So the worst that I ever would have is someone walks past and winks at me, and I go, I know you, and that's it. But I mean, I've had a thing in Johannesburg in the Glen the one day. I had my twin sons with me, and at that stage they were only 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there, like many years ago. Anyway, and this dude saw me, and I was waiting for a lift to go to wherever I was going at that stage. And he was, "Oh, you are Bear from ZNights. Oh, what an awesome website. We had such an awesome shag." And blah, blah. And I'm like looking at him and I'm going, if looks can kill, I am going to kill you. Fuck off.
Wow, is that in front of your kids now?
In front of my kids, and he got into the lift and he would not shut up. So eventually I turned around and I said, shut up. And I was so angry. So, yeah, I don't know where that came out, but I've lost the string on that one. But it's just be always hyper aware of your own privacy.
Yes.
And always be aware of what you share, that if whatever you share doesn't ever come back and bite you in the ass.
I love that. Also, it comes back to exactly what you said in the beginning when you answered this question is, like, use your common sense, right? Common sense is there for a reason, and use it, because you aren't a stupid human being. If you want to go the swingers, if you want to go swinging, like, make sure you've got a little bit of common sense to use, right?
And also, if one thing is single females, be careful who you go out with. And be careful where you choose to meet people. Most of my guys on ZNights will do a public get together. The meet and greets, for example, is the most perfect place, because if you don't like, you could turn around and walk away. Clubs, it's very difficult, but also just, if you're going to meet someone, do it in a public place. If you're a single woman, please make sure someone knows where you've gone to. Always make sure that you've got a friend that you can send a message and say, "Hey, I'm going to meet so-and-so, just to let you know. I will let you know if I'm okay." Because we've had a couple of horror stories, not recently, but right in 10, 15 years ago. This one woman went to meet a guy in Bloemfontein. And when she rocked up, and he had friends. And it kills me. It really, it's just, no. So when you do those kind of things, just always make sure, especially if you're single, that someone knows where you are. And if you're meeting someone, make damn sure you meet them in a public place, so that if you don't like what you see or hear, you can say, "I need to run to the loo," and you get the hell out of there. As simple as that.
Also, I mean, you guys can always just keep an eye on ZNights socials and Lola socials for the ZNights and Lola collaboration for meet and greets coming your way, Gautengers. Yes, Bev nudged on it a little bit earlier. Lola's going to tell the lustful listeners we're going to have nice ZNights meet and greets, and it's going to be done safely and sanely and professionally, and in and around Gauteng very, very soon. So keep an eye on all the socials and make sure you guys don't miss it, especially for the newbies. I've seen a couple of newbies in the chat this morning saying, "Oh, I want to join. Oh, that sounds good. I'd really like the thought put in
Yeah, I mean, I'm from an
to
English
ZNights." So the people are really respect for the safe space that you've created for myself and my friends and all of the like-minded individuals in society. Thank you for giving us somewhere to go. Thank you for amalgamating all of these things and making it easy for us to get kinky and to work on our intimate relationships, because it is really something fantastic that you've created. So thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having us. It's I know you had to drag me out to do this, but thank you very much. It's nice to talk, but sorry, I didn't really want to go down that road. It just sounded a bit depressing and things. It's not entirely like that. It's a small piece, and it's something that sort of grates with me, and I worry about people like that. Unfortunately, I'm like that. But and the majority of the times it's awesome. It's a you know, ZNights is for, I want you to say, I had a hard week, I'm going to sit down, take my shoes off, untie my hair, throw my bra away, and I'm going to sit and talk to people on ZNights and connect. And that's what I want.
That's absolutely beautiful. Lustful listeners, this evening we had the privilege of interviewing Bev from ZNights, co-founder of ZNights. Myself and Kinky Bunny have had the best time. Thank you very much. I mean, Kinky Bunny's having a party, so she's actually having the best night. Lola's just sitting like lonely in the studio, all by her lonesome because KB decided not to invite me. Very upset with her about that. So Lustful,
She is obviously having a party.
that's the kind of party we need to get
Where's my
into. Yes. So, lustful listeners, this was lesson 7, semester 1 of Lola's lifestyle lectureship. Next week, we've got Bev's friend, right? The beautiful Bella from Nexus will be joining us for Factual Fantasy on next week's episode of Lola's lifestyle lectureship. You guys don't want to miss that because, yes, swinging is absolutely a fantasy and it sounds amazing. It does, right? But let's talk about the factual side of this fantasy and what to be careful of. You guys don't want to miss that. And then on Kinky Classes Wednesday evening, we have got Butt Stuff. Queen V from Fetish Haven joins Lola and Miss Kitten online, on air, live, to discuss a little bit of butt stuff, okay? And it's not pegging with a peg. This is a different kind of pegging, right? So if you guys are sensitive to this, listeners, don't tune in for that one. What's coming on Friday night with Lola's Lessons? The beautiful Carmen Ellie and myself interview Kaz for the Cheaters class. We are eliminating cheating and infidelity with a class designed to open your eyes and broaden your perspective on the subject of cheating. Don't miss that one either. And for now, lustful listeners, I mean, we've taken enough time up of bed because she's very much a night owl, actually. She works until 4, 5 o'clock in the morning to keep this community safe for us. So thank you, Bev. And then she sleeps during the day. Yes, ma'am.
Lola, one thing. Anyone listening out there that have got an event, a service, or business that would like me to have a look at them, please contact me. I'm sure Lola will put my contact details somewhere for you. And give me a shout, please.
Yes. Head on over to ZNights. I mean, we have shared a couple of the links on the live chat this evening, but for the guys that are re-listening to this episode that have missed it, it is www.znights.com. Under the party section, you guys can go to znights.com/apps/out/parties. Get in touch, contact Bev. I mean, also you guys can just go, for those guys that don't have a pen and paper handy, you guys know the Lola website. Go to the Lola website, lastfm.live. Click over on production partner program, and click on the big white Z in the purple block. That'll take you straight to ZNights. Go and create a profile. It's worth it.
Yeah, they can also email bev@znights.com.
There we go. Bev at ZNights. I mean, that's easy. That's quick and easy. And that's ZNIGHT.
Yeah, with a S.
That's it. Also follow them on X, follow them on Facebook, follow them on Instagram. They're everywhere, so you can't really miss them. And that's it for this segment of Lola's Lifestyle Lectureship. Miss KB, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us this evening. I love you loads.
Thank you, Miss Lola. I love you loads.
Have a good evening. Thank you, Bev, for joining us. And on behalf of the listeners, thanks again
Pleasure.
for
Thank
everything
you
you've
very
created.
much. Hey, it's a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Bye-bye, guys. Until next week, stay safe, stay sane, and come and be lustful with us.
Come